Introducing Canada's newest Q, Susie Q. Congratulations to Susan Baker. Yay! So exciting. It's been so much fun, along with Sean and Melissa and Nicole and everybody helping Susan and watching her go through this journey and being mad at me to laughing with me, crying with me. It has been absolutely amazing. And I could not be happier for you, Susan. I'm so proud of you and so excited for you.
Awesome. Big congratulations. Does anybody else want to do any other shout outs today for recognition? I know there was a lot that's posted. I like to always give the opportunity of the upline to announce any promotion. So I will let you guys give shout out.
I'm going to do another one because her upline's not on, but everyone else can go first.
I'm going to give a shout out to Natalia because she's actually on the call. And she just signed up, a week ago and got to DD. So I'm proud of her.
Yay! We should unmute and clap. Everybody unmute for a minute.
That's a great idea.
Go back. Oh yeah, for you, Natalia. Great. And let's go back to Susan. Clapping, hollering. Woo! Woo! And then I'll do a huge shout out for Sarah Quinn on behalf of Sarah Naylor / Mokhtar, Fast Track to VF. Yay, Sarah! And any others?
Hey there.
Hey, Susan.
I am congratulating my rep, Billy Joe, for fast tracking to SC in basically 3.5 months, and being such an awesome team player in helping to get me to Q. So yeah, thank you and congratulations to Billy Joe.
Is she on, Susan? Is she one of the iPhones?
Maybe. I've just messaged her like, are you on? I told her to be on. She's a mystery woman.
That's amazing. Amazing.
Awesome.
So fun.
It is fun for sure. I just did a big text for my group I don't know where a lot of people are, and usually we can have 30, 40 people on this call, and this is a really important call. So you guys are going to be responsible to make sure that your team gets this information. You can only do so much and pass it around. So we've got over 800 reps and we've got 18 on the call. Where are the other 700?
You're cutting in and out, Nicole.
I am?
Okay, yeah. Your voice, you were moving, but in and out quiet, so.
If it gets bad, I'll just move to my phone.
Okay.
I've got all my internet powered to my computer, so I'm not supposed to be cutting in and out. So I'm doing my best. If not, I will jump to my phone. So Melissa and I are going to lead the call tonight. We've got 25 minutes of download of what came out of Lake Louise. You obviously have seen some of our posts. It was just a spectacular weekend where, think about Law, if any of their senior sales coordinators and above, how they treat you. Well, we got the same treatment, from the food to the accommodations to the beauty of the mountains. They never missed any detail, and they just love on us. And it's an opportunity for all the leaders across Canada. There was 35 of us that get together and powwow about 2017 and what's coming down the pipeline. So tonight, we're going to share some of the highlights weekend. So okay. I will get off. Melissa, can you actually go over yours right now?
Sure.
I will go off. Okay.
I think mine are the best anyway, so. Well, they're all good. Let's see. All right, so starting January 1st, they are doing it's more than a pilot project. Starting January 1st with Manitoba, they are going to switch from Canada Post to FedEx for 80% of the service. There's 20% of addresses that FedEx cannot service, so those are going to stay with Canada Post. And they're doing this for better service. They don't have union and therefore strikes to worry about. And there is the ability for customers to be able to go into FedEx, track their own account. They can choose to have it dropped at a different address. They can choose a different date if it's coming and then they suddenly realize they're going to be out of town. So it is going to be so great and improve the customer actually receiving their product, because head office told us the majority of their product returns are because people didn't get them. They weren't home and then they went to the post office and then they either forgot or they didn't get that door knocker. We hear that a lot. And now this should alleviate a lot of that. I would like to say all, but we'll miss out some. So the customer is going to have so much control over when that product comes in where. So they're going to roll it out in Manitoba first. And then assuming everything goes well, it's going to be a full rollout in March 1st. So pretty exciting. The benefits, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, at the top position, the NMD level, we get a benefits package. And they are switching providers from Sun Life to RBC, and that is starting February 1st. And it is a huge savings to the company. And being the amazing company that they are, they have passed these savings on to us. So right now with Sun Life, we receive $500 for each different healthcare professional. So $500 worth of massage, chiro, osteo, acupuncture, and so on. They are upping that to $750 per person in your family that's part of the benefits package. So that is huge. Our eyeglasses, it used to be $100 every 2 years. It's going up to $350 every 2 years. And we now have $250 sitting in a healthcare spending account, and you can actually accumulate it up to 2 years. So you could not spend it year one, and now you've got $500 to put towards something. So you could top up massage, you could top up eyeglasses, whatever, or even something that's not quite listed there, depending on what it is. So not fitness, we did ask about that, not fitness memberships, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is going to be so amazing. And you know why? Because we have 200% lower claims in drugs than any other company ever out there. So our rates are that much lower. It is so much more affordable for an insurance company to provide these benefits to Juice Plus so that they're able to give us those kind of rates. Isn't that incredible? 200% less. They said they'd never seen anything like this before. We just don't need the drug plans. So it's great. Do you want me to save this last one for the last, Nicole? This is like the big one of all big ones. You're muted. I can hear you. Your lips are moving.
Your smile is so huge.
Wait till I tell you.
There we go. Okay. You can hear me?
Yeah. Should I save the last one? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Save it to the end. They'll have to stay on right till the end. Okay. So good. So I'm going to give you a quick product update. So couple things. So in regards to our Juice Plus capsules, they, how can I explain it real simple? In the world, we actually had 12 different formulas, tweaking a little bit of the version on each one based on what the country was, the laws were required. And one of their big global missions was to get it down to one formula. And they got success this year, and it got down to 2 formulas. So there's actually 2 Juice Plus capsule formulas in the world. And when they launched the capsules in a vegan, that is when we actually changed our formula to include no enzymes. So before our formula, before December 31st, we actually had added enzymes. And this is actually a positive thing because it's less add-ons in our product that we have to put in. And so I guess some things changed at Health Canada that allowed us to get the enzymes off, which actually took a bunch of warnings off, which was a really good thing. So we are, let me just see here. So we have no enzymes, no added enzymes. So there's naturally occurring enzymes from our produce, but nothing's added. In the US and Australia, they have the other formulation and they have to add enzymes based on their laws and requirements. So that was just an update on the Juice Plus capsules. The shakes, just real quick on the shakes, the pouches, the fatter bottom pouches, we're looking probably to a midsummer launch. Just we have lots of inventory right now on the bag, so we have to push through those before we can switch over and have the zipper bags, so they close better.
So if you want those
here, I'm going to
go to order single serves.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, today I did post some information about the Omega blend. So they look like they're going to be in the warehouse and ready to ship at the end of this month. So we're really, really excited. I've posted all of the information, the PV or the, what is it? It's going to cost $156. The RSP, so that's your retail sales profit, is 16, and your PVC on that is 105. Obviously, you have to add shipping and tax on that. So we're going to be getting order forms probably in the next week, so just stay tuned. The one thing that I do want to mention about the Omegas is regulatory issues and issues for Health Canada. And I think this is really important for you guys to understand what our company does to try and get products in Canada. So we have one of, I think, the strictest governing boards when it comes to regulations and getting products, and that's what's called the Nutritional Identification Number that will be on products in Canada. And that means that you're been approved and tested and legal to be on shelves, and we have to go through that rigorous process. So real quick, the Omegas had to go through that testing. What ended up happening is because the Omegas, we have such a forward-thinking formulation that nowhere in the Health Canada system do they have any example.
Nicole, you're muted. Or not muted, you're frozen. I can't even finish that sentence.
What?
Are you back? You froze.
Oh, I don't know. I'm talking.
You said something about on the shelves, and then you froze.
Oh my gosh, it didn't show that I froze on my phone. I was talking the whole time. I'm sorry. I have massive internet on my phone. I don't know why I'm freezing. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Pick up. So something about not on the shelves.
Yeah. So in regards to omega-3, so you guys didn't hear me talk about how Health Canada's never seen a product like this. We confuse them. And so what that means is, in the short term, Health Canada has approved our product, but they have only approved us to be able to legally say in Canada that it's an omega-3, and that's it. We can't say anything else that it's anything different, but we have the same formulation as the United States. So there is an official letter that is going to be passed along to all of the leaders for you to have. But there's kind of a way around it. But corporate can't really tell us there's a way around it because there's this what's called this gray zone. And the gray zone is, on social media, we own an international business. So if we do decide to post anything on Omegas, on any pictures and videos, if it was to ever come back, we would technically say we have an international business, and you know, and that's that. So it's reading between the lines. What am I going to do? I'm not going to stress about it. Really, the key is when we're in front of an audience and we're live and it's a Prevention Plus and we're in Canada, you're only going to see a slide that says omega-3. Social media, in my opinion, is different because it's worldwide. Does that make sense? Okay. So all of our brochures and Canadian stuff that we hand out at events is going to look different than the US stuff because we have to by law. And that's what Health Canada wants to see. When we're out at events and we have an omega-3 flyer, we're going to show them But it's not to say that you can't then follow up with them with a video that will explain it in more detail, if that makes sense. Okay? Any questions on that, or we're good? Yeah, well, the good news is Health Canada is willing to work with us and our lawyer team. They're open to having conversation around it. And I think over time, when we start to do more of our own, like of our research, and they see what it does, I think there'll be opportunity. So the door's not closed for future. We just don't know how long that will take. We could have waited around and kept on working with them, but then we would have launched our product. So they made an executive decision to get it out into the hands of the Canadian consumers with the omega-3 fill. Okay, business sales, 2017, 8% growth. So as you guys know, we've tripled our business in 5 years. Huge success in Canada. That's why we opened up another warehouse in Calgary. Amazing. Our goal is to grow between a 10 to 15% rate. What else? Last year, they delivered $12 million to Canadian distributors. That was the payout, $12 million. What else? Tower Garden lights and the micro greens, pricing next week, ship out January. Want to let everybody know that we've got this question. We don't make any money on accessories because they pretty much sell it at cost. So some people, you know, are like, oh, I wish I could have more PVC, or there's no room. There's absolutely no room. They pretty much, that's why there's no PVC on those products. So they make no money. They're trying to be competitive with the hydroponic store. So if they started to put PVCs on it, it would put us way out of the category. Nobody would buy accessories from us. So they had to make an executive call on that. That's vision. Oh, that's benefits. She talked about that. She talked about shipping. I just posted on customer care, customer service, I mean. They have hired somebody full-time now that is strictly working with declines from your customers. So when a customer gets declined on credit card, there's a new process that's in place. So they're just starting to implement it to support us. So if a decline comes in, immediately that customer either gets first an email, and if they don't have an email in the system, they get a phone call. And that's the first step. Then the second step is then they get emailed or called day 30, day 60, by day 90, it goes to a collection agency. So it really is important for us as leaders and as business owners to make sure that on a regular basis that you are looking at your customer genealogy report for declines. So I would suggest, especially doing it a minimum once a week, or you could do it like if you got a bunch of orders that are going into the system, that you could do it within day 2 or day 3 to see if any of those new orders went decline, so that you can stay on top of it. So just be aware of it. They're doing what they can on their end, but we also have to take responsibility and make sure that we're doing our due diligence. Okay. Customer service, they've been working. Yep.
So with customers, guys, what I recommend and I try to do is the very last week of the month, run your customer genealogy report and make sure you do it for every country if you have customers in different countries, because you have to. All the customers do not show up on one report. And go through that report and look at the dates as to when their next shipment is due. And if you have anybody that's due, so November, let's say you run that report, so anyone whose next box is due to ship out in December, try to call them that week so that you just get into that habit, and then you'll never miss anybody who's got a shipment coming out. Because the last thing we want to do is people getting product that they don't want. I know it's happened to me more than I'd like to happen, and it's just great if you can get into that habit. Put it in your calendar.
Turn that down here.
Quick call to your customers, and then you've got that done, so you prevent people getting extra orders. Nicole, you didn't mute. You can take it back over.
Sorry, I froze. I thought nobody could hear me.
No, of course we hear you then.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead.
Yeah, of course, right? Okay, good. Okay, so that's customer service. There's the Brave Leaders program for senior sales coordinators and above that they touched on. And this was really exciting. So this only applies if you're a senior sales coordinator and above. So I'm just going to go over it really quick, but there's going to be a group starting in January and a group starting in June. And there's going to be, I think there's 80 people signed up already. And it is, if you guys know, Brene Brown. If you don't write her name down, Brene Brown, B-R-E-N-E Brown. And she is obviously world-renowned researcher, Oprah's best bud. And she's got a bunch of great TED Talks and books. She resonates with our company in regards to, I guess, growth and leadership and personal development. So we have hired her as an organization to put a program in place, and they launched it last year with a group of leaders in the United States. Our company is investing a lot of money on helping leaders grow up to be better, braver leaders. And so I know one of our leaders, Sarah Beardmore in Arizona, has done this program. She did it for 8 weeks, and then you go into pods for a year, and it's really, really helping her on many, many levels to be a better leader. As a mom, she says it's helped, as a wife. So it's just great material to keep on growing and expanding. So so I'm so excited that we've got this in Canada and that our senior sales coordinators are the first group to have this. Again, another great example of how our company continues to invest in us. Now, I want to talk quickly about the portal, the customer portal. And this is something that Nikki wants to get really good at. So I haven't done this yet, and I don't know if anybody has. Probably, Michelle, you have. Where you can actually
I think she's going to say that a customer can actually manage their own Juice Plus account. And I actually posted it on Team B today because there was a question about it. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back and see it. So I don't even think I've set up my own. I know none of you are surprised. And I didn't even know where to find it. So I'm thinking, gosh, if we don't know where to find it, our customers aren't. So when you go to your Juice Plus website, there's a little person icon. That's what you click on, and then it'll ask you to set up an account or log into an account. And that's where where you direct your customers to go. And it's great for them to set up their account because then again, they can control their own orders. I did that post on our Team B today, Nicole. Did you see it? Showing people where to go. So that's what I was just finishing saying because you froze. Is that what you want to say?
Okay, awesome. That's all I had. Actually, there was two more points I had, and then Melissa, you can close off. They did this worldwide survey for distributors, and there was some really juicy information that came out of it. I wrote down a couple stats that I just thought was really, really important. One of them, if I can find it, two I remember. 51% of distributors sign up just to get a better price on our product. That was a big one. And that number makes you realize that half of your distributors are only signing up to get a better price. I signed up just to get a better price. Melissa signed up just to get a better price. So don't discount. Michelle signed up to get a better price. So don't discount what we call our family planners that are just showing up in the beginning. Because all it does, it takes them to come out to see an event, hear a story for their belief to change. So that was really good. And then the other one, there was 3 categories of people. So the 18 to the 34-year-olds, and then the 35-year-olds to like the 54, and then older. And what they wanted to know is where they are getting their new customers or distributors. And I thought it would be so much higher, but it's still coming from their friends and connections. and face-to-face. Social media, yes, but social media wasn't as big as I thought it would be. So there's still such a huge, huge business around people knowing you, your warm market. And that's where the majority of people come into this business. I think the number was around 3 to 5% that come in as total strangers. So, if you're just doing cold calling, that's a tough gig based on those numbers. So just food for thought. There was more numbers, but those were the two that really stood out for me of how important it is to keep working on the warm market and referrals from your warm market. So Melissa, I'm going to let you take over now on closing it off with some big news. Woo!
All right, before I do that, I'm just going to flip it over to Susan quickly.
Hey there, sorry, one more time, because Billy Joe I know is on the call now. So an official congratulations to you, Billy Joe, for crushing it and getting to SC in 3.5 months or so, and being such a team player and working with me to get my team to Q. So thank you for that and congratulations.
Everyone unmute.
Woo! Good job.
All right, so I get the pleasure of sharing one of the most exciting updates. So firstly, there are different qualifications, as you guys know, for hitting different levels. And for your benefit and everyone's benefit to build a stable and lasting business, head office is tightening up on that. And at first you might go, but if you think about why and what it's going to do to your business, it is going to allow you to grow from step to step to step very consistently without having these drops in your business, and your check is going to grow. And a little less emphasis on the levels and more on growing your paycheck, because you can be a national marketing director and have a smaller paycheck than even a sales coordinator, believe it or not, if you do not have the right structure and the right volume in place. So what does that look like? For the leadership levels, that's where it's changing a little bit. So right now, to hit senior sales coordinator, you need 8,000 PVCs on a monthly basis coming through. You're going to need to, let's say you reach that in December, you need to maintain that for December and January now. So for 2 months before they will recognize that promotion. So what is that going to do? That is going to give you a super stable business, as opposed to, adding extra orders, paid in full, which gosh knows I've done in the past. And then it bites you the next month, because then all of a sudden you don't have those paid in full orders. So you hit the goal with 8,000 and change, and then the next month you drop down to maybe 7,000. So now they just want you to build a really stable business. So you hit that level and the check comes in at whatever it is, and then it stays like that, if not grows for the second month. So that's for senior sales coordinator. So nothing's changed in terms of the what you have to hit. It's just you have to maintain it. For QNMD and National Marketing Director, you have to hold that position for 3 months now. This actually, guys, is not new. This is how it was, always has been. If you go look in the chapter 16 with outlining how we are paid, it is outlined there. There was a gray area, and then that gray area became the norm, where we're just fell into it just being 1 month. So they're going back to that because of what is happening to people's businesses, that they're hitting these levels and they make that check, and then the next month their business is dropping, and then it takes so long to crawl back up out of that hole, literally, to get back up to the earnings that they should be. So as leaders, we're really doing that rep a disservice, because we're saying at this level you're going to be earning this much money, and they hit it and then all of a sudden it drops, and it takes them so much longer to get back up. The other thing that they're, again, it's not a change, they're just going back to that, is in each leg that you need to have 6 to 8 reps underneath there with a minimum of 90 PVCs. If some of you guys are new, don't worry too much about this. We will explain it all one-on-one, more detail. But just so you know, you need those legs, okay? So for like senior sales coordinator, you need a sales coordinator. And then another leg is a VF, and then another VF. You need to have 6 to 8 reps in all of those separate legs, okay? And this is going to be such a stable business and make it so easy to go to the next level. So we're actually really excited about that. To go along with this, we are implementing a new team building bonus program. I do not have a dollar value to tell you for each of the levels, but we are going to be recognizing all the steps along the way because there's big jumps that happen, and we want to recognize the different steps in between that really grow your paycheck. Because like I said, it's not so much about the level that you're at, it's having the volume underneath your business and the right structure so that you guys can maximize your checks. So we know that when you fast track to VF, you're going to get a bonus. It's $300. Will it stay the same? I don't know, but that's what it is right now. So there still will be a bonus. Then there's going to be a bonus for qualifying your business 2 months in a row, which we already do. There's going to be a 1 club bonus. So you get qualified and then you duplicate yourself and that person gets qualified, because that is huge. That is truly the first step in duplicating yourself. There's going to be a 3 club and a 6 club recognition, because that's a huge jump from 3 to 12. So they're going to be recognizing that. And then there is going to be hitting sales coordinator like we always have, but then reaching POB qualification, there is going to be a bonus for that. So that is really getting you guys to get the structure and the volume in place. So you just continually grow and grow and grow and grow and be true to that marketing plan in terms of what you can be earning. And then, and then the levels, of course, will still have promotions, but then thinking about a 12 club and possibly 24 club recognition as well, because it's the clubs that are going to dictate how big your paycheck is, and being qualified and staying qualified and then getting POB qualified. And for a brand new sales coordinator, you're like, what difference does it make? I don't have any sales coordinators underneath me. So now we're giving a bonus because the importance of being POB qualified, because as soon as your VF moves up to that, the sales coordinator level, you are going to be still maintain that qualification. Again, this is over the head for some of you, but it's going to maintain a stable business all the way through. So it's going to be awesome. So I'm expecting that to be coming out in before Christmas anyways, with all the different bonuses attached to it. So as soon as it's out, of course, we will share it with you guys, but we just wanted to tell you that because there's going to be bonus money all along the way. So it's a smaller staircase of lots of steps of earning all along the way. So we're pretty excited. So far, so good? Yeah? No?
So I have a question with that. So if someone's like reached sales coordinator, like is it like a progressive type of bonus, or is it like someone who's a sales coordinator, maybe not in POB right now and does hit POB? Would they get that bonus?
Yeah, that's the idea. Oh. So you hit sales coordinator, you get a bonus. It's going to be in the proper order. You're going to hit sales coordinator. Then the next logical step is you get POB qualified. So volume of 3,000, you get a bonus for that. Then the next logical step after that is you become a 3 club, because now you've got the structure. And it's 3 separate legs for a 3 club. So that you hit that, to move to senior sales coordinator is just that much easier. Each step is just that much easier because we have little steps in between all of that now.
Okay, so what I meant though was if someone reached sales coordinator like a year ago, would that still apply?
Those details we didn't talk about, but I would think so. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They always grandfather in things, so I would think so, right? It's not as though they went to Q and then got qualified and you're going backwards. If you haven't even gotten there yet, I would imagine, why not?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, now for the most exciting part. So, law. You guys most of you are familiar with LAW, which stands for Leadership Advancement Weekend. And this has been going on for happened 3 times every other year, so 6 years worth. And once you reached our first leadership position, you were invited to go to law, an all expense paid weekend to Whistler, or we've been to Ottawa and Montreal, right? Is that the last one? Which was unbelievable. It's hard to put words into what this is. but it's all expense paid. You're flown to this location, incredible entertainment on the Saturday night, I think it is. And it just paints a huge picture of the big picture of what our company is about, what opportunity is available to you guys. And it has been an amazing event. And each year it has grown. And that's exactly what the goal of this was, for it to raise up other leaders. And then those leaders keep moving through the marketing plan and move up to the national marketing director. I'm a product of that event. I went to the First Law just making senior sales coordinator. Jen Brennan went. Lindsay White went. So it works. This past year, it got really big and it kind of lost its intimate feel. It was so big, which is a good thing, but the goal of having everybody interact from all across Canada kind of didn't happen. It was more teams going off and doing separate things. So head office is like, what are we going to do? And then it's getting bigger and bigger. Like, how can we maintain this? It is a huge, huge budget, upwards of 7 figures to run this event, just to give you guys an idea. Yet they want to keep doing something like this because it's so great. So this is what they have come up with. 4 sales coordinators, new sales coordinators, one time only. Every year, they are going to be gathered together in Ontario, tour of head office, and then whisked away to a secret location, and it's just sales coordinators having that same kind of experience. And you get to go once and do that, okay? And that will be happening, they're saying, tentatively in June. So for those of you that are new, put that in your cap. In addition to that, as you guys know, we have the NMD Summit every year in December, and it usually flops back between East and West at incredible locations like Banff, Lake Louise this weekend. What they are going to do for Qs is you guys are going to be invited to join the NMD Summit from Friday to Sunday. And then we will start our summit like we always do from Sunday to Tuesday. So Qs are going to be able to come and join us at that location every single year. So no longer is it every 2 years. These events are going to go on every year. So once you hit sales coordinator, you're invited to once you hit senior sales coordinator, you're invited to the event for senior sales, and then you have to reach Q to get to the next fun outing at the NMD Summit. What do you guys think? Excited or what? Feel free to unmute, say something. I'm freaking out over here all by myself.
So are they forgoing the law? Is that what's happening? They're not doing that?
Right. This is going to be smaller groups. It's like the SSC law. So it's now called the Summit Series. So we have the Summit for SSCs, and then we have the Q Summit, and then the NMD Summit. And the Qs join the NMDs for the beginning, the half.
So for clarification, if anybody was at law and you were in a position, so if you went as a senior sales coordinator, you now are going for Q. You're going for the Q Summit, not the SSC Summit. Because once you've gone to law at that level, it's done. They've kind of gifted you with that information. So if you were a Q and you went to law, you now are going for the NMD Summit, if that makes sense. Okay? So, but if somebody has just since law, if you became a new SSC or a Q, so Natalie Wood, who's on, that just text, Natalie, you never went to law, you will go to the next SSC Summit. That next SSC Summit is not going to happen this year. It will not be in the 2019 budget. It will be the following year. So the only thing that's going to happen in 2018 is going to be a focus on the Qs and the NMDs, and then the following year, it will all start up where we will have SSCs every single year in Ontario. Clear? Yeah, it's very cool, very exciting. We were so excited. And there will be no rising stars. You either make it or you don't. There will be no gray. There will be no favors. There will be just the facts. So it's fair for everyone, which is great. Really excited.
That's
Good
really
stuff.
exciting because it's actually every year, right? It's actually every year now, right?
Every year.
That's
Every year.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very exciting.
Yeah. So everybody that's a SSC that can push now to Q, and obviously our goal is to bring up fast SSC so they can get to that next summit, and it's going to be, you know, a smaller, more intimate group. Cool. Did I freeze again? Okay.
Yeah, you did.
I better get off this phone because I'm freezing so much. I'm going to let you guys go. Again, congratulations. We had an unbelievable month. Lots of promotions. December, let's rock December. There's no reason why we need to slow down. You guys are running lots of shreds and healthy smoothie programs. And of course, December is totally all about as people finish off and come off of Christmas, everyone's feeling fat and sluggish. And this is a great opportunity for you to be already having those conversations about that January launch of healthy eating. And I'm having lots of success adding people to my Healthy Revolution page. And a lot of people are like, I'm not ready this month, but I'll be ready next month. So make sure you're doing a really good job loving on your Healthy Revolution page and building those prospects and beliefs so that they can either be working with you this month or ready for January. Most of them will jump in for sure January. So love on them this month. Lots of interaction and value, and yeah, and watch your paycheck grow, and enjoy those juicy conversations. The magic happens in conversations, guys. So make sure when you're out and about, have heartfelt conversations about what you're doing. See if they want to be part of it. It's really a movement.
And I'm going to add one more thing. Let's all together as Team B, because I know you're all doing your affirmations, right? Just shake your head even if you're not. Yes. Let's manifest the Omegas coming this month. Let's do it. Let's put so much energy into that. They have to come before Christmas. Let's do this.
Absolutely. All we want for Christmas is our Omegas and my 2 front teeth. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Have a great month.